Well, hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I am here this week to open my Visionaries figures and display them on this shelf in front of my Star Trek figures. Because that's where they were before. And it makes sense since they are my childhood toy line, just like the Star Trek Playmates, to have them represented. And unlike the Star Trek Playmates, which aren't always in neutral stances, so they need bases, most of the Visionaries can stand stably. Oh, okay, now it's going to make a liar out of me. Can stand without a base. Let's see here. Yeah, it's there, like that. Okay. So, we start with, sorry about that. There's the top drawer. This should be Leoric, and don't ask me how I recognize him. Oh, I know. He was one of my 3 childhood figures. And I do have an intact base. There you go, see? A base for his foot, because he was the leader, I believe. So there should be a way to fit his foot on the peg. The peg is rather large, but see? Without it breaking off. Now, I have to get more of these Visionaries bases from somewhere. I tried to fit another figure on the base, and he broke off. But he can still stand on the base. So maybe I'll put Cryotech there. So let me do some setup and I'll be back. There you go, see? You can see the hologram. That's incredible. I mean, these toys were created in '87. They only ran for 1 season, so to speak. See? There you go. Cryotech. Now, Cryotech had this is my childhood stand. It's not as bright as the other one, but I just used labels. Dollar store labels. Okay, so let's put him on his base, and let's see if Cryotech can stand upright without any assistance here. Bring his head up. There. It's like a wise mentor father figure. Okay, there, we're getting there. So let's see what's left in the top drawer. Well, see, my 3 childhood figures are in the top drawers of the tool chest, which is perfect for storing loose figures, both the Visionaries and the Star Wars. So, Darkling Lord, so they'll be in a separate location. And since he is the pilot, he should be in the center between them all. So we're getting there. And I know you have Star Trek in the background, but it'll be a neat image once I'm done. Can't have everything have a cardboard backing. Now, I don't remember the names of the other 3 figures. Well, the other 6, actually. But by process of elimination, this might be Witterquick, or it might be Arzon, and I tend to think it might be Arzon. Hard to know for sure, but I will put him here. He's a good guy, I do know that. You can tell because his wait a minute. His chest piece is lined with silver. That's how you know he's a good guy. The bad guy's chest pieces are lined with a dull bronze. That's how you know they're... Laxor is a bad guy, yes. Okay, so we're getting there. A lot of the other figures are Star Wars or G.I. Joe. Some of them are vintage. Figures. Here we go. So hopefully this one is Witterquick. He is once again a good guy. You can tell by the silver. But don't worry, I have all 9 figures, so This is 6 of them. Should only be 3 more. And according to the open drawers, it is 3 more. So most of them should be bad guys. There's 4 bad guys, 4 good guys, and 1 pilot. And forgive me, I forget the names, but if you check my Visionary Spotlight video, I think I had a website to help me at that time. But at least all 9 figures will be displayed, standing upright. Good. Good, good, good. I'll get the group picture when I'm done. Should be just enough room to put the other 2 figures in place. Keeping the Star Wars ones in there for now because I'm actually more interested in keeping the childhood ones open. Okay, he's going to need a little help. Let's put his arms straight down. Let's have him stand more neutrally. And there you go. Okay. 1 more figure. And if you shift them over just a bit, should be able to have room for all the staffs on the far right side because the far left side is taken up with other stuff. Not the least of which is the Fisher-Price toy train, which was one of my first toys as a kid, and I'd given it away as a baby shower gift to someone, but I always regretted doing so. So when I saw it at the 2024 Montreal Model Train Show, I got it back for my collection. There you go. So now we'll take all the 9 staffs. Now, I have 2 Lexor staffs. Yeah. This is my childhood one, that's why it's unlabeled. But this is the labeled Lexor staff, and you saw what, see, there it is, complete. Well, I'm sure his weapon is around somewhere. It's probably in the yellow container full of accessories. Yes, they are. But I'm just keeping the accessories in that container for now. It's enough that you have them with their staffs. Well, you know what? Don't put the staffs there. Leave the staffs on top of the container. In fact, let me see if I can... Yeah, just leave the staffs on the container. That'll work. And of course, I kept all my childhood staffs as well. So there are those too. Yeah. So there is the complete picture of the Visionaries. Because Leoric is the leader, I put him with his stand and the staff. So that's a good midweek video, maybe a Monday video, because I still intend to open these figures and put them on this stand here. And of course, I picked up this Star Trek Next Generation 25th anniversary Pez display at the 400 market today. So that's a 2012 edition. And you see it has these 7 main cast members. Yeah, so this expanded display will come in handy. Start putting the figures on it and go from there. So that's good. I mean, I can... I'm leaving the staffs here. As you see, all these drawers are filled with Star Wars figures. Loose Star Wars figures. Almost all the way down to the bottom drawers, even. And you saw that in the earlier video when I first did it. How to store the figures. This is Bespin Escape Leia. You can tell because she has the white outfit. Yeah, so this is very handy at storing all these. That's stuff from the Cloud City playset, etc. So 6 drawers across, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. And that's the best thing I've found for 4-inch figure storage, which means it fits the Visionaries, even with their bulky armor, which is a great thing. But it is a bit too small, not long enough, for the Star Trek Playmates figures, so they have to go in the drawer tower. And as I open more of them, because the carded Star Wars figures will go into a box by the movers, but the drawer tower can store both the Motu Origins and then the second drawer tower for the Star Trek Playmates and their accessories. So, and then they just seal it up with tape and it works out just fine. And it's out of the way once the figures are opened, as you see. It's quite a miracle they got. Yeah. And now, eventually you open these figures. Yes, eventually. And the ones on the floor, yeah. But for now, I am focusing on opening up the Star Trek Playmates. But this is great because my vintage shelf has the Hot Wheels in the Matchbox container. It has my childhood train. It has the Star Trek Playmates, and it has the Visionaries. So 4 of the 5 childhood toy lines, because the 5th one is Air Raiders, but as you can see, they get their own distinct shelf. And I've even started putting a couple figures into their respective vehicles. So it all works out quite nicely. It's amazing how you can buy stuff from Canadian Tire. I mean, I bought that from Canadian Tire. I bought the drawer tower from Canadian Tire. I bought this from Canadian Tire. I bought these from Canadian Tire. So you go to a hardware store and you find all kinds of neat ways for toy display and storage. And of course, all these little shelving units I bought at Value Village, bringing along a figure or two for a fit test to make sure I was buying something that actually would display them properly. Yeah, and of course you see the Fraggle Rock and everything. So if you get back like this near the door, that is basically the toy room, what you see when you enter. This is basically the toy room shelves, what you see behind my desk. And of course, from the model room side, there is a good framed wide shot of the toy room itself. Yeah, it's perfect. So that is the video that I will probably upload either Monday or Sunday for Sean's toy room. Or maybe I'll wait till Wednesday or Tuesday. Maybe Tuesday. And Friday I will upload the video where I open these 2 Star Trek movie figures and start placing the figures on this display shelf. Alright, so that's all for now for Sean's toy room, and we'll see you here later this week. Bye-bye.